The reemergence of banditry and kidnapping for ransom in some parts of Katsina State has been of great concern since the inflow of cash once more into the hands of Nigerians. From 2015 to date, the federal government has launched several security operations in Katsina State, which is one of the frontline states in the ongoing fight against banditry and kidnapping. Experts have argued that with the heavy military presence in the state, the terrorists should have long been defeated and peace restored to the Sahel states. Banditry in Katsina State was an offshoot of armed robbery and castle rustling, which worsened in 2015, leading to the launch of several military operations to curb the menace, starting from a joint security operation tagged Operation DAJI, which was carried out across Katsina, Kaduna, Zamfara, and Niger states at the early stage of the crisis. The Katsina State Governor visited the Army headquarters to seek the expansion of this operation in 19 local government areas that border Niger Republic, where those criminals use as their five-star hideouts, and synergy between Nigerian Army and the state for more operational effectiveness and proficiency in the state.
Katsina State, we have since realized that we need to use the locals to achieve the maximum security in our society, because the locals are very important in terms of engagement, in terms of gathering local intelligence, in terms of all the support the security agencies may require, because without getting the support of the locals, the military, the army, the police, and the rest of them will not be able to function very effectively. But when there is synergy between the civilian, that is the locals, with the conventional security agencies in the state, I think it will go a long way in helping to reduce the effects of the banditry in the society. You know, it is really very challenging for a state governor to be getting reports every day and every night on killings, kidnapping, and maiming of some of their citizens. I think it is really disheartening. Sometimes it is really mind-boggling. And then you have to do something as executive governor of the state, as the chief security officer of the state, to see how you can mitigate that, to see how you can prevent that, and see how you can reduce it to the very minimum, so that our people can be able to go about doing their normal businesses, reaching out, going to farm. Because, you know, in Katsina State, 90% of our people are engaged in farming activities in one way or the other. So without having peace and security in the state, they may not be able to engage in those economic activities that will allow them to get out of poverty and also prosper and create jobs to our teeming youth. I came personally to congratulate you and also to seek for more collaboration and support between the Katsina government and the Nigerian army. In fact, without the presence of the Nigerian army in Katsina, I wouldn't have known the condition the state will have been. But we have been getting support, and we have been getting the support, and we will continue to ask for more support. I think I will not ask for much, but I want to appeal to the Chief of Army Staff and the Nigerian Army to expand the Operation HADARIN DAJI in Katsina State to those 19 local governments. We really need that. The Operation HADARIN DAJI has been taking care of most of the security challenges, but I believe if the Operation HADARIN DAJI is expanded to those other 19 local governments, it will go a long way in helping us to address the issue of insecurity.
Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff reassured the Katsina State residents of Nigerian Army readiness to expand the activities of Operation HADARIN DAJI across the 19 vulnerable frontline local government areas, especially the 8 local government areas bordering Niger Republic, in order to checkmate the activities of bandits and other criminal elements.
We will look at how we can provide the needed combat enablers to the formation of Nigerian Army in Katsina State. We look at the vehicle holding and other combat enablers, and where we find gaps that the Army headquarters can meet in the immediate term, we will do that. expanding our Operation HADARIN DAJI will require the intervention of the federal government, because the federal government is funding that operation, and there's a particular size of troops and equipment support physically deployed on the ground that the government is providing the sustenance for. So we approach the federal government. We have observed the migration of the criminal elements from the northeast to the northwest zone of the nation, and we are developing appropriate contingency to combat that threat. And in combating that threat, we have identified the need to expand the troops holding of Operation HADARIN DAJI and even the combat enablers in the field. But we are waiting for the federal government to respond. But in the immediate term, the Army headquarters will look at what we can provide.
Thank you so much.
With the establishment of community watch officers by the governor to complement the efforts of the military operations and other security agencies in the state, it is hoped that with such efforts by the Katsina State government and by the communities that are the center of the security crisis, normalcy could be restored to the state, which was adjudged in the past to be one of the peaceful states in the country. Olaimi Eson for Spy TV.